Hey guys, how's it going? It's Bill Wick here. I wanted to touch base with you tonight on the concept of what some would call dark forces, or dark energies, or evil spirits, or whatever it is that you choose to call it, the opposition in this shift of consciousness. Because as we all know, there are two sides to every coin, and ultimately I believe that the battle with us is with the dark forces within ourselves, not with any outside forces, so to speak. But if you believe in the concept that what is inside is also outside, if we have a God within, we have a God without, then we also have certain energies that some of us carry that resonate with spiritual forces in high places that are not of love or light or ascension, so to speak. And I'm being bold by even, mentioning this because it's such a taboo subject, and everyone likes to believe that, all there is love, and all there is light, and there is no such thing as darkness, when in reality, we would not need a shift if there wasn't such thing as darkness. Darkness has been ruling the earth for millenniums now, and because of this concept, we really have to look closely, because a lot of times when these dark energies come in our lives, it's very subtle, but then it gets louder, and it gets more powerful, and it can cause a lot of sick manifestations. It can cause us to fall into apathy and to fall off of our path in a way. And so what we need to do is we need to go within ourselves into that quiet spot and realize that it doesn't matter what the dark forces are doing. It doesn't matter what the negative energies are doing, or what our government is doing, or any of that, because that's not our job. Our job is to work with the forces of light within ourselves, with each other, to love one another, to be a part of this cosmic shift, to understand that the pain that we feel comes from within us. And although things may get extremely dark around us, we may see it all around us, we can be in this world and not of this world. Meaning we don't have to abide by the doctrines of destruction and self-destruction that are in this world. We also don't have to judge them. We don't have to fall into that paradigm of pointing out and tearing down everyone else because of our perceived darkness within them. Instead, we can stay steadfast on our spiritual journey to become better human beings. We can stay centered and focused in the middle of any type of chaos. And we can know that the reason this shift in consciousness is happening is because of the amazing beauty that we're going to watch, that we are watching now, present tense, as people begin to wake up to the long-kept secret of the gods and goddesses within us, of the power that is in each and every one of you, that sacred power that you felt before. And even when things get tough, when it seems far away, or when your mind just wants nothing more than to be normal, you can let it all go. You can realize that you are safe. If you are on this path of ascension, even if you have no idea what's going on, but you see the changes, you feel it in your gut, you know that something big is happening, that go back 5 years, things are very, very different now. Very different in the world. And so let yourself feel comfort from the fact that you were chosen by your Creator This is indeed very real, and you can oppose it, but it's happening. And all we have to do is do the next right thing, to stay focused on seeking truth about discovering who we are as human beings and as spiritual beings. We don't need to know everything. We don't need to study doctrines or know every word in every spiritual book to have a spiritual experience, because all of those books elicit what is already inside of us. And that's the secret that's been shielded for so long. We all look outside. We look at our outside world for the answers that lie within us. And this shift is forcing us to look inside of us, to look at our defects, to look at our problems, to embrace them with love. We can't hide anymore. There's nowhere to run. This is a beautiful thing. And we're doing it together, collectively, as human beings, together on this journey. Essentially, there is no opposition. Everyone plays different roles. Some people play the darker roles. It would be no fun if there weren't dark roles. There would be no contrast to re-experience ourselves. But there are many different spiritual forces that are here on earth now, and they're coming through human bodies. Some of them are loving and caring, and others are not. But these energies are indeed extremely real. And the beautiful news about all of this is that we are moving forward. And even though sometimes it seems like our whole worlds are being shaken up, our worlds are being shaken up so we can let go of the old and bring in the new. You know, in the book of Revelations, it talks about the old order will die, and the new order will come in. It talks about how God will wipe tears from our eyes. That God is inside of you. That God is in and among us and around everything. At this moment, you are extremely protected, so long as you are flowing with positive energy. You are safe, you are sacred. You have a holy presence inside of you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it anymore. I'm not going to dumb down the message, because the message is powerful. We are on a journey that hasn't been seen before. This journey is to have conscious beings such as ourselves on earth begin to make the most radical transformation from a primitive way of living that is below integrity to a way of living that is grace. We are multi-dimensional beings. We toggle between different dimensions right here on earth. As you can see, sometimes we feel infinitely powerful and loving. Other times we feel weak and powerless. And because of that, anger and feelings of sadness and fear begin to come up inside of us. And this is the beauty of the ascension. This is the beauty of moving up into our spirituality. It is not to be taken lightly. You are a sovereign being of life, whether you choose to believe it or not. You can choose to laugh at this and mock this, but most of you, I have a feeling, who would even be watching all the way up until this point, you know that something is happening and that you are a part of it, that you're a large part of it. And the only thing you have to do, you don't have to worry about any of the dark forces or any of that collective stuff. All you have to do is be with your God inside of yourself. Watch around you at the changes in the world. Notice how time flies by so fast and then it goes so slow, and all these emotions come up. These are all symptoms of spiritual awakening, of spiritual ascension. We need each other now. We need to hang on to each other now. We need to continue to go about our worldly things and go to our job and study our school and be in our relationships and love each other. But the universe is giving us more time to focus on the grace within us. To focus on the beauty of who we are as the energies of the angels and the beings of light and the gods and the goddesses and of course God, the entire universe, is focusing down on us now on planet Earth at this time. During this time as we transition into a new world, as is talked about in every holy and spiritual text on the planet. This moment is now. It's happening now. And so for those of you that are interested in this type of thing, my suggestion would be to focus on tapping into that inner center of you, that inner light, your highest joy, that feeling of sacredness that you know is within you and around you always. It's during this time to look for things that are sovereign, to look for people that you resonate with. Things are moving fast. There are two trains moving in different directions. One of them is going towards a world of heavy, dense energy. And the people that are on this train are moving there to work out their karma. The other is a train that is moving towards higher dimensional reality. Those will be us. We have chosen this. And it's not going to be easy, as you can see. But it is going to be beautiful, and it's going to be one hell of a roller coaster ride. So the more that you tune into this truth, the more that you learn and assimilate knowledge that is going to move you forward, the more power that you're going to have, the more prepared you're going to be as the energies get stronger, as this beautiful roller coaster ride gets faster and more dynamic. You will not only be protected, but you'll be able to feel joy and excitement and exhilaration and the whole myriad of positive feelings that you have been working towards, most likely for quite a long time. Whether you're conscious of this ascension or not, it doesn't matter what label you put on it. You can call it the rapture, you can call it the spiritual ascension, you can call it shifting into the fifth dimension, you can call it awakening to the God within. You can have fun with this. As you notice all these changes, it's going to bring up all of our defects, all the things that we haven't dealt with, all the skeletons in our closet. They're being revealed now. And I'm in the same boat as you guys. No higher, no less than. We're all in this lifeboat together. And we need each and every one of us. We need each other desperately right now to enjoy this process and to make it become more real. Because this process isn't happening because of forces outside of us. It's happening because those of us that are human beings in this world that have a divine blueprint to facilitate this shift are feeling it, seeing it, breathing it, being it, experiencing it. It is happening because we are allowing it to come through us. Through human beings. We are ready. And God never gives us more than we can handle, even though it doesn't seem that way sometimes. So I love you guys. I hope you got something out of this video. I know it's a little out there, but there's a reason for it. I felt compelled to make it. Take it for what it's worth. Take what you can use. Leave the rest. This is just my experience. This is my truth. Your truth is what you decide that it is. If any of this resonates with you, wonderful. That was my intention. If not, that's okay too. I love you guys.